sound of a broiler chicken. You never heard a broiler chicken making this sound. So this is a broiler chicken that has grown up to this standard. This is 3 months and 2 weeks old. So it's gonna be turning 4 months very soon. So we just want to experiment and see. Actually, how this chicken got to reach this standard or to grow up to this stage is because it was paralyzed from the cycle that I had around September. And then I took it out of the chicken house, I put it separately, and then I just gave it food and water from there until it healed on itself. It started working, and it was not growing nicely. It was growing badly. The growth was very slow, but months later, look how it is now. It's very, 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 very big. And this is how big it is. And it makes a sound like it's a layer. This is crazy. Yeah, it makes it sound like it's an indigenous chicken now. Look at that, man. Look at this. A whole 3 months and 2 weeks old broiler chicken. Something that I wish we had a scale to actually scale it down, to scale it and tell how much it weighs. Probably it's around 4 kg, ne? Or 5.
Yeah, you can't walk more than 1 kilometer carrying this thing.
It's too heavy.
Yeah.
It's too heavy.
It's like a baby far. I think, how many kg?
Probably it's 4.
4?
Yeah. Serious.
8 kg,
Not 8.
How actually you?
Maybe 4 kg to 5 kg, man. But it's big. Let's take it back.
It's eating the other ones in here.
So the same that applies to these chickens that you see in this house here. These chickens were not growing. It was like this one. This one is about like 2 months. It's still small as well. So it was like this, and then we just let it in here and grow on its own until it reached that stage.
Yeah, isolated.
So these are some of the isolated chickens that I took from my previous cycles. So yeah. So this is our chicken house. Empty, empty, empty. We had an incredible festive season. I wouldn't lie, man. I had an amazing season this year. The festive season was very, very incredible. And this is how our house are now. Empty. No chickens. We're gonna be cleaning very, very, very soon. Yeah. And then it's a new year. We're gonna be starting with new cycles of 2025. So we're gonna be having our first cycle on the, I think it's the 20th of January, somewhere there. I forgot, but it's after next week, Tuesday. So the third Tuesday of January, that's when we're gonna be studying with our first cycle. And this is how now our houses are. So we're gonna be cleaning this house maybe late today or tomorrow morning. But I think I'm gonna be cleaning it today. So the temperature now is 28 degrees in this house, and it's still very early in the morning, around 8 now. So we had a very incredible festive season. I think we sold out our chickens on the first 2 weeks of festive seasons, and then we went out and then started reselling. So we were buying fully grown chicken and resell them. So yeah, we had an amazing run this year. Yeah, our pockets are full. The people always ask us if we have money. We are loaded now. That's why we are so relaxed. Money in the bank, my guy. Money in the bank.
You're not gonna take all the money. And what about the field?
Man, the field it's bad as well. Harvested all the tomatoes, and that was the last production that we had in the field. It was tomatoes. We're planning to do spinach now, the whole field probably. We thinking of putting the spinach in the whole field, man. This year I don't think we'll do tomatoes, but I love tomatoes. If maybe 2-3 lines of tomatoes just to keep up the market, because I have clients that calls every day. They're looking for tomatoes. Let's check the other house, man. Hey, but this house is a day, like the whole farm is dirty, man. Everywhere it's dirty. Yesterday I went to Mall of the North, so I was chilling at the restaurant. Um, I was eating at the restaurant, and then one of the waiters there approached me. I didn't know that I'm famous, guys. I didn't know that people knows me. So we cleaned this house last year, but we didn't actually wash it. So we only took out the chicken manure and then we let it rest like this. So we're gonna actually clean it maybe today as well or tomorrow. So, but these houses need to be clean in the next 2 days. So if I don't get tired today, I will clean this house. But yeah, so when I was there busy, actually I was done eating, and this guy comes to take the things there to clean the table, and then he recognized me, and then we had a little chat, man. He was telling me that he's like back at his home, they were doing layers, and he was asking me when am I studying with layers and stuff. So yeah, we had a little chat, and then he was telling me that they were doing layers, but they were not making money. I think one of the mistakes that people do is that they buy maybe 50 layers or less than 100 layers, because he said that they were having like 80 layers, and then they were trying to see if they can make money out of them. So those things, I call them experiment. You cannot make money from 80 layers because they're giving you probably 70x in a cycle of 24 hours, and those things eat a lot. So the guy was complaining to me, saying that but we're not making money, but I wanna go back and do the business and stuff. And he was asking when am I doing content about layers. I will do content about layers when I'm ready to go into layers, because raising layers from day one until they start to lay, man, it's not a child play. Plus, I wanna go for maybe 1,000 when I start, or maybe 500. So probably I need to have a budget of 100,000 to start my laying project, and I still have to build a house for them. So to go into layer side, not anytime soon. There's still other investments that I still need to make, so that when I go into layer production, I'm ready. So yeah, maybe I must hire someone to come and clean this house, or maybe a friend must come and clean the house for me. Because people always want to visit me. Those who want to visit me, I have a job for you. You can come and visit. I'll give you free lessons. Yeah, but we're gonna start by cleaning these houses. Because hey, I'm lazy, Mfana.
Do you have a free lunch?
Eh?
Free lunch?
Nah, no free lunch. You must come with your own lunch. Man. No, we'll cook that chicken. I will cook that chicken. I'll cook that chicken. What do you think, man? Do you think this year is gonna be another amazing year?
Yeah, it has to be.
Hmm?
It has to be. Your customers are happy.
Hey, my customers has been calling this January, man. I've been ignoring my customers. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm tired. I had like this December, it was very, very hectic for me. I had a busy December, man. First time since I started this business in the past 3 years. This was the first time I had an amazing festive season. Because I never raised chickens in festive season. I always try to stay away from the market this festive season. But yeah, I remember when we were having the cycle that we lost like 40 chickens in here. I almost didn't want to raise the other chickens from the other houses. Because when we were losing chickens in here, I already booked chicks to raise on the other side. Then I said, nah, I'm selling them. And I sold those chicks. I don't know what happened, and then I got free chicks from a good friend of mine. Then we had a good run. But one thing that I noticed about December chicks, and why I hate raising chicks in December, a lot of farmers were complaining about chicks not growing very well during festive season. And I always tell people that don't go hard on the market during festive season, because you lose a lot of money. I had people who, even now, I have guys who actually send me voice notes and call me and say that, Magwala, we still have chickens from December. Please help us push them, those chickens this January. And I've been getting a lot of calls. Some are just direct those calls to those guys, so that at least they can balance their things. But yeah, try to avoid festive season. Try to avoid Easter season when coming to raising chickens. So if you are new into this business, these 2 seasons, just try to avoid them. I know it's money. I know you wanna go for that money. I know there's a lot of money. I know you wanna bank that 100,000 in the festive season, but just try to say, "Hey, asentail," because you will try to bank that 100,000 and then you end up losing everything that you have. Because we see farmers crying, man. Now, you saw on TikTok farmers were crying about chicken not growing. We were hit by heat wave, so now people are starting to lose chickens because of the heat wave. Like December, it's a mess. Raising chickens in December, it's very risky and it's very very healthy in terms of finances.
The reason why chicks are not growing.
One of the reasons why chicks are not growing, it's simple, man. The demand is high. The hatcheries are under pressure. Everybody's trying to put more numbers in their houses. That's why you'll find that small scale farmers will get the rejects ones, and then commercial guys will get the quality. So yeah, even during the year we still get rejects, but you'll find that maybe you have like 80 good quality and then 20 reject on your cycle. So 20% on reject on your cycle. But during festive season, you'll have 10% good quality on your chicks, and then you'll have 80 rejects. That's when you'll find chickens that looks like bits. Or maiva. Your chicken will be looking like layers, but they're broilers. They'll be growing so slow like they're layers, but they're broilers. Their body shape will be like layers, but they're broilers. They'll take forever to grow. They'll consume a lot of feed. You end up not making money. You end up fighting with customers. Some guys that I know who had stock fells. I don't do stock fells. I try to stay away from stock fell ladies because they want big chickens. You know the chicken that I just showed you? They want those kind of chickens during festive season. By that time, the market is killing you because they gave you rejects. Now you are forced to put chickens in October so that you can sell them in December. I've seen a lot of farmers putting chicks in October and sell them in the 16th of December. Just imagine the whole 2 months feeding those chickens. And you're still gonna give them discount on them. Yeah, guys. Guys, no. Let's try to actually be the one who are in charge in the market. Don't let the customers be in charge sometimes. Let's just be in charge, because let's just sit down with these people and then tell them how things work. Because I remember there was a stockfell that approached me before festive seasons, and then they wanted to work with me. And then I told them that you can work with me, but you must know that there's a high possibility that I may not give you the quality that you want. And they ran off. They never came back. Because now I'm honest. I can't be lying. Because at the end of the day, that's going to kill my business. That's going to kill my name. So, but otherwise, guys, this is 2025. We are here to share the knowledge as always. I don't think this year I'll shoot much content about chickens and whatever, because I think I've shared enough, man. That's why I took break. The whole of December I didn't shoot anything. So even this year, I don't know, man. Maybe we should just share the prices of feed. What kind of content should we start with, Chief?
Give them the series of how to grow the chicken.
But we've done that last year.
Yeah, but remember, every year, new challenges, new things, new technology, new weather, new environment. So we're gonna have some few different stuff and adjust there. So only one series, but you must make it full, not like episode now. Just one episode, 1 hour video of raising chicken from day one until last day.
Yeah, I'll try to think of it.
Alright, Magwala, agree, we out.
Yeah, no, you're out, man.